Welcome back to the Azza stand, ladies. This month being July, we thought we'd go for Christmas in July. With us all being in lockdown for the last couple of months, we thought a bit of bling on the page would be great. The first page I'd like to show you, which highlights some of our Christmas in July specials, I made with the Azza stencil Nairobi, which was released this month, July. And the page colour that I have used is also a July release. So if you have a look here, I've done a double page. If I flip open the page where I can get quite a few extra photographs in, I've used the lovely Starry Night stencil. It is an older as a stencil. It is on special, but it's lovely, as you can see, used on red paper. It does give a fun image. Our texture stencils always come with two different texture stencils, and they've got lovely stars and shooting stars and can be used throughout the year. So I've coloured my paper just to bring it from being a stark red to fit in with the page. On this page I've also used this lovely as a stamp with the trees, the bauble, the deers. I use this quite often because these trees I don't only use at Christmas. But here we've got the Christmas trees, and I've highlighted them with some of the lovely Azza pearls. Do pop along and see the different colours. And the snow I've actually created with one of the stamps off the stamp set released in July called Silhouette, because the spots were perfect for snow. I've used the little bauble stencil at the top of the page, and on the inside I've brought it through to next to the title. So this is a fun page, and I'll show you a couple of cards also created with the deer and the trees. This circle can be used for absolutely anything or highlighting. You can put the baubles, you can also put the deers inside the circle, so very versatile stamp. On the inside pages, I've used our lovely Silent Night stamp, and you'll see I've used this beautiful little one at the top with the music note. Again, you can put a name in here. I've put a date in here, and I've put it there so that it shines through when the page is closed. I've used the bigger music stamp both on the page and on paper, so it is a lovely idea if you don't have paper that you want for your page or pattern paper. It's a lovely stamp to actually create your own pattern paper, and you don't only have to use one image, you can use a couple of images on it. Being musical and a couple of circles, the stars with the music notes, again it's a stamp that can be used throughout the year, not just at Christmas. The last product I used on the page was this lovely die, a set of holly and berries I've used on the page here. This is a tree I've cut out from this part of the die, and I've used this tree quite a lot. I've got a lady at the moment doing pages on Canada, and the tree fits in perfectly to many of her photographs. So again, it's a die you can use throughout the year. The circle with the bow, the string of lights, the tree, and these branches. Beautiful on pages throughout the year. One of our other Christmas in July specials is the Azza card stencil and a set of our lovely cherry cards. These card stencils make beautiful cards. Here is one that's been made with the stencil. As you can see, it's been cut out, and the sketch sheet and a couple of stars have been used in the middle. Another one that's been used with the same stencil, you can see inking a bit of paper, and the stamp I showed you earlier where I've used the circle in the middle and a couple of deer. If you've got the Azza silicone stamp, it's great because you can turn your deer whichever way you'd like to have them facing. This is another card which I turned into an Aussie card using the stencil and the tree, again from one of my favourite stamps. The tree and the star highlighted with a couple of Azza pearls, and I've used the inking on the inside. So that's just a little bit of fun. While we're on cards, I'll just show you this one as well. Also a lovely cut-out card using the stamp with the star and the trees. Remember, you don't always have to use all 3 trees. Here we've only used 2. While we're on the subject of cards, if you like the blues and the browns, Azza's got a special express card kit on sale as well, and it's got all the blues and the browns cards, a information sheet as how to make a couple of cards. It's got the lovely sketch sheet in the blues and browns, and I have to say some of my favourite Azza paper. Both sides can be used throughout the year. You've got the beautiful brown and the blues and the trees. Like the die I showed you earlier, this can be used throughout the year. And some blue glitter tape comes with that. I also made a few fun cards in the browns and the blues to show you, not part of the set, but just to show you one of the other stamps that are on special. This is a beautiful stamp. Again, the writing, the trees, the deer, it doesn't have to only be used at Christmas. So I made these 2 cards using the blue and brown tones, and yeah, the writing, as you can see, the stamp at the back, the trees and the deer. On this one I've used the brown as a paper. Again, this is featured in another of our specials you'll see later on. The window die is not on sale, but if you've got the window die you can use it, and through the window I've used that same stamp. So there's a lot of dies and stamps that you can use on your Christmas cards, and if you start your Christmas cards now in July, you'll be well prepared for November and December to get them out. The Azza studio we have on special for our Christmas in July is our Celestial studio, and the studio kit comes with some lovely pages and the sketch sheet. And I'll just show you the Celestial stencil on the red card, being Christmas, because you can't see it on the lighter colour. It's made up, obviously, of a star on one page and 2 smaller stars on the other. The star doesn't have to be used on your pages, but they are lovely for Christmas. And again, if you have a little star in the family, getting a first prize at the football match or getting a first prize for dancing, you can always do a page with the star incorporated in it. It's rather fun to use, and I'll show you a couple of samples in a minute. With Celestial, the theme that came out at the same time was Silent Night, and we have a special with the Silent Night book, and as I showed you before, the theme books highlight the actual products of that theme, so all our Silent Night products, and I showed you the stamp a little earlier. The texture stencil's also lovely. It's made up of music, so like the stamp, there's music in the texture stencil, and there's music on the deco stencil, and then with the lovely little stamp and die set of the angel wings. You don't have to stamp the wings, they're absolutely gorgeous on a page, but you can stamp them with the music stamp. These little stamp and die sets are very, very, very well priced, so do have a look for them in our specials. The second theme book we have on special is the Frosty Lake. Now again, it highlights a theme as opposed to a stencil. So because it's a decor book, you will have the Frosty Lake products, but various stencils are highlighted within the book. So this little book in a bundle comes with the lovely figurines, which for those of you who want quick and easy decoration, that's the way to go. This lovely embossing folder is also used in the book quite often, so it's included in the bundle. And again, it doesn't only have to be used at Christmas. The lovely sketch sheet is all in browns and blues. And as I say, the decoration stencil, and you would have seen it earlier, the beautiful music on the decoration stencil can be used throughout the year, and you can see the snowflakes, the angel and the music match with the stamp. So whenever there's a theme in Azza, generally the embossing folder, the decoration stencils, the texture stencils and the figurines sketch sheets, they all tie in together. So do pop along and see the two specials with the theme books. I did just want to highlight our mini die and stamp sets. I have shown you various things that can be done with the little angel wings. The lovely deer head, beautiful card made by the Azza creators in Belgium, but beautiful once it's done. And I'll show you a layout that Barbara Ray, our consultant in Western Australia, created using the deer head, which is not Christmas at all, so it can be used throughout the year. The snowflake is also lovely for any winter pages. I used it on my page here, Fun in the Snow. It doesn't have to be Christmas, but it's versatile. Winter holidays, snow, Christmas. And then lastly, I would like just to point you to one of our specials, and it's using this as a stamp. The stamp can be bought on its own, but we've got a special together with the Azza MDF shapes. So you could have fun with your kids, grandkids, nieces and nephews, and you could stamp the MDF shapes and either hang them on the Christmas tree. You can stamp both sides or stamp one side and put an inscription on the other and the date. Or Hilary Hamilton had a great idea. You can attach it to a Christmas card and send it off to a family member, and they can hang it on the Christmas tree and think of you each time they see it. So please have a look around. I'll show you a few samples. I haven't presented all our specials here. There are some other lovely specials which I'll show you in the slideshow to come. But enjoy having a look around and enjoy a little bit of Christmas in July.